In this asylum, I run the place. I love the look on your face. In this asylum, I wish you well. Cause I'll be standing at the gates of hell. With twisted thoughts of you and me, mixed with twisted imagery. Toxic love affair, and toxic goddamn air.
Hi guys, and welcome to another American Ghost Hunter show. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed our show last night. Just a reminder, we had a special content, a subscriber-only content after the show yesterday, where we had another paranormal dating game. So if you want to watch that, don't forget to subscribe or / become a supporter of Paranormal Warehouse. It's only about $4.99, so don't forget to do that, guys. But tonight we have our third Ouija board show with Karen and Rodney. So guys, how are you doing?
We're doing great. It's great to be here with you guys. Everybody here at Paranormal Warehouse, and with you, Alex. Thank you.
There's a lot of friends, or at least acquaintances, of people that know you that are watching that are going to be at
Oh, yeah. Hi, guys. Hi, you guys. Well done. I'm going to see you guys at the UK. I'll be there in November. I can't wait to see everybody again.
Yeah,
we'll have another good time.
It's your second appearance at Sage, because you were there last year, and now you're here this year.
That's right. Yep. Second appearance. Everybody, the tribe spoke and wanted me to come back, so thank you guys. I'm super happy to come back.
So are you going to be doing anything different to last year?
Yes, I am. I'm going to be talking about the Ouija-stitions and really what caused people's fears or folklore about the board, and give you some really true stories that are kind of freaky, cool, and crazy. So it's a different presentation than I did last time, for sure.
That sounds.
She just did a conference where she actually did a workshop where everybody had boards.
Oh yeah, that was back in Illinois.
Yeah,
that was fun. And I taught. But if you guys come to the ghost investigation, I will be running that again, one of the rooms, and we'll be doing Ouija boards. So you'll sit down with you and help everybody learn to use the boards again, like we did last year, and see what kind of messages and stuff we get. So that will be fun. Come on out. We're gonna have a good time.
So one of the reasons why I do this show is basically to break the stigmas that surround the board. So I'm glad that's one thing you're going to be doing at Sage this year. Because when we've done this before, we've had people coming through saying, oh, you shouldn't do that, that's dangerous, you're going to summon a demon, you're going to die, you're going to get like sexually harassed by a satanic creature,
right,
or whatever. Even someone said, oh, that's not possible, you can't use that planchette because it's made of plastic and not wood. I mean, I really don't know where people get these ideas from. It's crazy. I mean, even now someone just said, hell no. So,
I just laugh.
Yeah, I mean, trust me, right? If you're scared to watch us, well, not me, watch Karen and Rodney use a Ouija board, face your fears, because trust me, you will be generally surprised at how non-dangerous it actually is. Because it is not at all.
Well, and absolutely. And I want to say too that the messages that come through, that's what you should really listen to. Not the fact we're using this board or this planchette. It's the fact that the messages that people are going to get real readings here today in real time. And I don't know a lot of these people that I know a few people from the UK from last year, but for the most part, I don't know these people. Rodney doesn't know these people, and we're bringing through source wisdom. We call the guides to give them readings, and you'll see. Just it's cool to be skeptic. I highly recommend that. It's good to be skeptical, but also be open-minded and just listen to the message with your heart, right?
It's okay to be skeptical, but it's not okay to be misinformed. Okay, it's not your fault if you're misinformed, but we're going to inform you properly tonight. And obviously, we will be giving people readings, but before we do that, we're going to talk a bit about the board, about things that we've done before, and I think. I don't know. I mean, okay, we've discussed the board a lot because this is the third show, so we might be repeating ourselves. But we've got people watching who haven't watched before, and one thing that popped up in the chat earlier, and I can't remember if we've spoken about it before, is people's weird fascination about the Zozo Demon and how every single time you use a board, apparently you're going to contact this demon. I don't know. I don't know what if that's what it is or what. But do you know what people are talking about when they talk about the Zozo?
I sure do, and I wrote about it in my third book, The Spirit of Alchemy, because it was coming up way too much. Anyway, basically, we'll call it the new internet meme sensation that's out there. And what happens is people start getting into like a mass hysteria around it. They hear stories about it, and then they convince themselves that when they have any kind of contact through a board that, oh my God, I guess that must be a demon. And it's really what happens is our fears is what play upon. It's not like it's a real energy out there. It's just you start conjuring it up yourself, and then next thing you know, everything you blame it on Zozo, and it just becomes people just run amok with it. Really, that's what's happening.
It's hypochondria, right?
That's a good way of putting it.
They create it, and therefore it's real for them.
Right.
And it's made up. It doesn't exist.
And it doesn't have.
But they give it life. They call it he, Zozo, the demon. It doesn't exist except that they give it life in their own mind.
Yeah, once you give it a name and you put attention to something, then you can really start creating the energy around it. We're very powerful people. We have very powerful minds, and what we can do with our own vibration. So I say, negativity is out there. That's for sure. Evil is out there, and it mostly resides in the hearts of man. It's things we do to each other, great atrocities and horrific stuff. That's where evil is. That's what's bad. And so I would be not afraid of the board. I'd be more afraid of the fellow man sitting next to you. That's what I'd be afraid of.
That's not like a hidden message, is it, towards Rodney or anything?
I'm not afraid of him. I'm not afraid of no ghost.
So I just want to say hello to some people tuning in. Hi, Glenn from Maryland. Hi, Matita. Please use like names I can pronounce. It's so selfish that you have a name that I cannot pronounce. I think it's Matita. I thought it was Matilda, but I don't know. But hello, I love your name really. And you're from Pennsylvania. Thank you for tuning in. Hi Anna, also from Pennsylvania. Hi to Rita from Alabama. Hi Tiffany, Jerry. Right, one question that did pop up. I don't know if it was just a sarky comment or if it was actually a general question. But I see no harm in asking it. Why do you use the board rather than go through your guides sort of naturally?
That's a great question, and we were talking to Alex a little bit earlier about that.
We were.
So I learned to reach back to spirit at a very young age, and one of the ways I did it was through the Ouija board at the age of 8. And I fell in love with using this tool because it worked so well for me, and because when I step away from the board, it seems like it doesn't come through as well as it does when I'm on the board. So the board has really become my tool or my crutch, because I can do this without the board. Is it as good as when I use the board? No, I'm not at that level yet. So I won't come out in the public and really do my regular channeling that I can do until I feel more comfortable and confident in that, because it comes through differently. But with the board, I mean, I've done it with my eyes closed. I mean, this is such a natural thing for me. And you can imagine after 46 years of using it, that it's like I don't know, it's like knowing the back of my hand so well. And it works so well for me. And then I really enjoy working with people too on the board and them getting the experience of what it feels like. Because with the board, it's very tangible. You get to feel the energies, you get to feel the planchette move. It puts a tangibility into something that's really unseen and typically not solid, when you deal with spirits or spirit guides. This is. And so I made that connection, and for me, it's just been like a friend. We've just been like a friend in a way.
Look, there's and then too, there are going to be skeptics, right? People say, well, they're moving the planchette, or evil's going to come through that board. Then she's going to do it with her voice, and it's going to be these wonderful uplifting messages, and they're going to say,
"Oh, that's the devil.
That's Satan talking, just trying to fool you.
I
think everything's going fine, and then he's going to pull the rug out from under you." Or they're going to say, "Oh, she's making that stuff up." And,
right.
I mean, the thing is,
if
you're making it up, like based on previous shows, if you're making it up, you're very, 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 very good at guessing.
Well, we're very talented. You're absolutely right. We can make this up in more ways than one. Yeah.
Apparently, someone.
I
was just gonna say quickly. Apparently, someone watching. Ashley just commented saying God is real, and I'm glad that watching me has made you come to that conclusion. So, I was just referring to myself as a god, but apparently that's
well,
not,
listen, God is real, source is real, and it does come through. And if God can speak through a burning bush, he sure enough can speak through a Ouija board. And by the way, these beings we speak to are of source energy. I just don't use the word God. I think it sort of scares people away, or it brings it makes it sound like I'm denominational. I'm not trying to be. I'm truly myself. I just believe in the great all that is energy, and that's what we bring through on the board when it comes through. And you'll see when the messages start flowing. If you haven't been here before, and if you've seen us before, you'll kind of know what we do. And by the way, you guys, all these sessions I do, I keep all the notes. I also record them this way, and I write books and articles and share with people. You know, the talks I do from the messages and the work that I get from the guides, because it's that prolific and profound, and it's helped many people around the world with the messages.
And shout out to Colette, who says this is a great tool. Thank you much. And Michelle, definitely run out and get a board.
Colette,
yes, you can contact loved ones
or make your own board.
Yes, you can. We're going to talk. I'm going to show you a board in a second here that was just gifted to me, and I got it today. You'll be the first people seeing it, you guys. I've showed nobody this board. So
I just want to say as well, Colette is actually one of our regular viewers, so thank you for tuning in as usual. I'm sorry that you have to watch this show. There isn't anything else on. And also, some people have been mentioning it in the chat, asking if you're gonna do like a prayer or use the light, etc. Obviously, if they haven't seen us do this before, just quickly talk us through what you do before you start using the board.
Okay, great. So what we do is we do a breathing exercise, and I'll walk you guys through that. You'll do it with us. Why not? And then we also do like a little prayer or invocation. This is what it is. It's not so much I'm trying to protect myself, although I definitely state that. The idea is to raise our vibration. Rodney and I, to raise our vibration, to get it together, and to meet theirs. The third, the energy we're going to be communicating with, that's going to be giving you readings, who I call the guides. So we raise our vibration, we raise yours, we work with their energy, and that's all they do. They read your vibration when you ask messages or questions, and they're going to read that and then come to the board and spell, and you'll see the planchette move. Now, I do it kind of uniquely. Everybody uses the board differently, okay? And what I do is I usually have one finger on. He's going to have probably one hand and a few fingers. I will actually call out the letters, and you'll see me over here writing them down on a piece of paper like this. I'll be doing this and calling them out and writing the letters down.
I mean,
and
this is like a great example of multitasking. It's amazing.
Well, I'll tell you why I did this, and I purposely taught myself this at a very young age, was so I could check out and get outside of the message. So I wasn't guessing the words or influencing it with my mind. I stepped away from it, and so to do that, I'm here, I call the letters, I'm writing, and you'll see me going back and forth like this, and he just holds on for dear life, and that's it. And that's allowed me to not influence it. That allowed me to step away. It's a technique.
When I started with her, I would not know what was coming, and I would want to know what was coming, so I would try to keep my hands on the planchette and then look at what she was saying.
I was like,
and then all of a sudden I'm guessing in my mind the words that are coming next, and it just didn't work. So what I did was I trained myself to look at the center of the planchette where there's a little brad, a little nail in the center of the planchette. Oh, up here, yeah.
It's there, that little thing. He looks at that little hole thing right there.
And I just focus on that and watch it travel, so that I focus on that so hard that I lose focus on everything else that's happening around me.
Okay. We had a question on the watch party that I shared on the American Ghost Hunter Show page, from someone with a name that I like because it's 2 syllables. It's very easy to say. It's Bonzam. This is a cool name.
Oh,
from New Zealand.
cool name.
And she was asking if someone comes through on the board and you don't want them to be there, how do you send them back so they don't get stuck?
Well, very easily. First of all, okay, so because I've been doing it so long, that doesn't happen to me anymore. But in the early days, let's say when I was like 10, 12, 15, even up to 18, 19, when that happened, I developed what the spiritualists would call is called a control. And basically that's another spirit on the other side, a gatekeeper, a bouncer, a moderator, Mr. or Master of Ceremony, I would call them, and they would be the ones that would make sure that it's like just one at a time, or only this spirit could come through, so it wasn't like everybody trying to come in and talk, or getting stuck, or me not addressing them, or whatever. So now, when we do this today for you guys, what you'll see is it'll be just their voice coming through, and then a few other cast of characters that's part of this group that'll come through based on the questions you ask. And we will not get an errant spirit in this. Now, if I purposely go somewhere to pick up on energies, which I have, I will sometimes get spirits that are stuck. And this is what I say, you guys. It's not my decision to release a spirit, only if they wanted to be, if they want help. And they come to me. A lot of them come to me and ask me, can you help me? And when they do that, then I absolutely say yes. And what would you like help doing? I find out, and then I work with their spirit guides who are out there with them as well, or their loved ones. And we work with going into the light, whatever that proverbial light means to them, whatever makes sense to them, and then I help them do that, but only if they ask me. It's not, I would be so full of myself if I think it's up to me to determine what a spirit or anybody needs for that matter. So I let them tell me if they need it. It's basically, you guys, it's like doing therapy, and I used to be a therapist. It's really helping the person help themselves, whether they're dead or alive.
Okay,
bottom line.
I understand.
Real quick to Sandy. Sandy, I had never seen the planchette ever move on its own.
Oh yeah, right. I haven't either.
But and she's been doing it for
46 years.
But she has, and I wasn't there, so I'm not a witness to this. But she has done it blindfolded with a partner and gotten incredible messages. So I don't know if that matters, but just Sandy, I just thought I'd answer your question.
Yeah, thank you for doing that. Yeah, we're trying to watch the chat too, you guys.
On investigations, I have witnessed things moving by themselves, but never a planchette on a Ouija board. Never that. Which is annoying, because that would be awesome. Someone of the American Ghost Hunter Show team has just commented. I don't know who it is. I'm going to assume it's...
Yeah, I agree with what they said. Some don't want to leave. They're happy. That's absolutely right. And it's all
I'm assuming that's my wife.
Yeah, even if you try to make somebody leave, they're not. It's up to them. Just bottom line, it's up to them, you know. So yeah.
Yeah, it
That's
is
true.
my wife. Because I know for a fact that if that was Ashley, there'd be a load of slang words in there. Because she's like, of the street. She's not. I'm just like winding her up.
Helena.
That's his wife. That's his wife.
Oh, it's
Helena's
his
my
wife.
wife.
Yeah, that's his wife.
There was actually one question that popped up earlier. Before I get to that, I just want to quickly say that we will be giving people readings. Now, if you're just tuning in, or if you haven't seen this show before, basically, if you have a question, and it's one question about whatever you would usually ask a medium. Or whatever. Then if you have that question, put it in the chat, and we would do our best, hopefully, to answer as many as we can. We can't answer everybody because using the Ouija board, it does take a bit of time, but trust me, it's worth it.
Yeah.
So if you have if you have a question about a loved one or whatever, then please put the question in the chat when I say so. Don't start doing it now, because we're not doing readings just yet. We will be in a little while, so be ready for that. Someone was asking earlier about cutting a board up and disposing of it and stuff like that. Is that something that you necessarily
No,
have to
here's
do?
what you do. Here's what you do if you have a board that you want to get rid of. We'll give you Karen's P.O. box in here in California, and you can send it to her.
Or you can send it to
and
Talking
she'll
Board
put it on the
Historical
wall.
Society, and we'll take it off your hands, and we'll give it a new home. We'll refurbish it. So listen, you guys, there's no reason to get rid of boards or cut them up or any of that stuff. That's all. I'll be talking about this at Sage Paracon, by the way. But there's no reason to do that. That doesn't do anything. It does nothing, but it becomes a ceremony for yourself, if anything. So boards are beautiful. It's a piece of artwork, and if you just don't like it, give it to somebody else who would like to use it.
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously we can talk about films and stuff that have given the Ouija bad kind of like a bad rep, but I'm gonna say this. I mean, it's not everybody, because obviously Karen, you're on YouTube, but there's a lot of YouTubers and stuff that do things that give boards a bad name, and you know, whether or not they're actually doing something and something actually happens. I mean, most of the time I think it's just a load of BS just to get the views. But I mean, I like, for example, I mean, I've seen someone use a Ouija board on YouTube and then they burn it because they're afraid that they're gonna get attacked by a demon if they don't burn it or some crap, you know. But yeah, so I mean, I think YouTube has a lot of well, not YouTube itself, but you know, people that run their YouTube pages, and I think they have a lot of things, a lot of reasons to blame for why this board has a bad rep. Because one thing I found out, which was quite surprising, I can't remember the exact date, but it was around the time, like the 1920s. The Ouija board was actually the highest selling board game, if you can call it a board game. It outsold Monopoly one year. So, and I think it was because of like The Exorcist that people stopped buying it, and it became kind of like a taboo kind of thing. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, so what happened was the Parker Brothers bought the board and the trademark and patent from William Fold. This board right here I'm using here is a William Fold board. The one, my smaller one that you guys have seen used before too, looks like this but smaller. It's a Parker Brothers board. So The Exorcist came out December 26, 1973. The book came out in 1971. Parker Brothers bought Ouija from William Fold in 1966, and in 1967, before The Exorcist came out, it outsold Monopoly and sold 2 million copies that year alone. So you almost got the story there, but that's what happened. And then The Exorcist comes out, and to be honest with you, it kind of made the board more popular, and it also put fear into it for a lot of people too. And that, in the sense of that nature, kids like that, and so a lot of kids wanted boards.
Yeah,
you know, for that reason too.
Like
although I'm curious how many people went to jail when they bought a Monopoly board because they got put on that square that said "Go to jail."
Oh, was it real?
Yeah. Do you see the absurdity in that?
Yeah, it's an evil board.
It's an evil board because it says "Go to jail."
Well, I mean, Monopoly is just sort of subconsciously training children to be capitalists. You know, let's be honest. I personally don't like Monopoly because it's basically, I mean, obviously the British version is based in London. It's just basically running around London, not being able to afford anything. That's just basically my life. Hello, Lisa from Massachusetts. How are you doing?
Hello.
And let's see who else is watching. Julie Cole Goffrey. Her grandfather was into Ouija boards in the 1930s.
Awesome.
That is awesome. Let's see if there are any other interesting comments. Ginny says, "Demon, sarcastic bastard."
Well, no. Here's what I think. So all sarcasm aside, if you consider the Holy Trinity, right, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, and that the Spirit resides within you, then you've already got a spirit inside of you that is attached to God or is God. Therefore, no other enemy or no other bad spirit can reside in the same place as God. So you're safe. You're good to go.
Okay, thanks. Thanks, Ronnie.
Thank you to whoever's doing all the angry faces, by the way. You just, you know, every angry face you do. I'm not going to say that. I was going to say something about my. Never mind. Every angry face you do, an orangutan dies. So you're going to keep doing it. Are you that evil?
Aww. Aww.
Just to clarify, I love orangutans.
Listen,
but it stopped them doing it.
You guys, let's, you know what, if you're here watching us, it's new to you, and you see us sitting here at the Ouija board, let's just wait and see the messages. Listen to the message with your heart. Don't look at the board if you think it's ominous or bad, because it's not, you guys. I was showing Alex earlier in my house. I have, I don't know, 20 boards on the wall behind me, and I've got boards all over, and nothing bad happens, no evil spirits. Really, it's been, and people are asking what's my worst thing. I haven't had bad things with the board, you guys. I've had things that are really interesting, piques my curiosity, strange, a little spooky at times when I'm speaking to, you know, somebody who's stuck or something. I mean, boy, there's just, the list goes on and on. I've had nothing but really a great time with this tool, and just profound ways. And Rodney, you've been using it
for 5 years now.
Yeah,
right?
5 years.
5 years.
Uh-huh.
And not once have I had a poor experience. Not once have I not learned something. Not once have I not been awed by something that came through. We broke out the new board. She's going to show you.
I'm going to show you in a second.
Oh yeah. I want to see this.
And it's beautiful.
And
it took us a while, but the message, we took it for a test drive, and a message came out. The very first message on this board, and she's going to read it to you guys.
Yeah, I'll show you. Is it time to show the board, do you think?
Oh, hell yeah. Show us.
Okay, you guys. So I have a really good friend. Her name's Lauren Morris, and she's been on my YouTube show before, and she's a fantastic artist. She has a company called Primitive Witchery and makes just beautiful, exquisite stuff. She's a brilliant artist. So she's been creating this board. It should be called a Luna board. And she has... she's very much in, of course, as witches are, they're very much into the earth, and I am too. And so she wanted to make me a gift, and I thought this was the sweetest thing. So this is what she made me, and I just got it today, you guys. Seriously, the first people to see it. It's this gorgeous, can you see it up here?
Yeah, I can see that. That's
beautiful.
And then I'll put it here. I'll put it here too. Okay, so here's the board, you guys. I'll put there. So what this is, it's called a Luna board because there's a giant moon in the middle. The numbers are around it. Yes, no, goodbye, hello, and then all the letters. Now, this is the cool part, you guys. Check this out. This is a Luna moth. So she had these moths. They just died, and so she collected them and made them and put them into resin. And she made them a planchette.
Is it a moth in like resin?
It's a planchette.
Yes, it's in resin.
Yeah, like epoxy, right? And the bottom's, you know, it's very smooth, but the board has such a beautiful sheen on it, and it slides so beautifully. And the guides got on, who you're going to talk to today, came through immediately, and I'm going to read the message again.
Well, first of all, the back of the board, she wrote a message on the back of the board that came from one of our sessions.
Right.
So I think you should read the message she put on the back of the board, and then read the message that came through.
So Lauren said, I'd like to dedicate this board to you, and by doing that, would you like to put a quote on the back? And I immediately thought, of course, the guides always say beautiful things, and this is what she wrote. This is what the guide said. This is on my website too, under Moon Messages.
And just so you know, we were talking about experiences in my last 5 years. This is very typical. What you're going to hear is very typical of the experience that I've had since I've been using this board.
Yeah. Okay. So this is what this is one of the messages from the guides. It said, "Follow the moon into the darkness, and when the light again falls upon you, you will see that you are forever changed." The guides. So that came out of a session that was a lot more involved in that, but I thought it was beautiful. And then they got on immediately. This is what they said. They said, when they came on today on this, they said, "Shine brightly, always from your heart," says the sun. "Shine warmly from your soul," says the moon. It's just poetic. They just gave us something poetic, and it was kind of like the message to consecrate the board.
That's awesome. And I just, so you know, everyone's commenting on how beautiful that board is. And people want to know if they can get one.
Oh, you know what? She sells these. So you guys, go to Primitive Witchery, and that's on Facebook. Primitive Witchery. Look her up. Her name's Lauren. And then you can reach out to her and tell her you saw my board and you might be interested in buying one. She does sell these. She makes boards and sells them all the time.
That is a beautiful.
Did you want me to write that up there?
No.
Oh, he's writing something on the thing. What are you writing? Oh, go to my website? Oh, thank you.
Someone asked for the web.
Oh,
I was
okay,
gonna
yeah.
say,
Thank you, website.
Guy, if you want to, you can always just Google Karen Dahlman and you'll find her website.
Karen A. Dahlman, put that A in there. Don't forget.
But, you know, it is a lot. It is.
You know what you want to know what the A stands for?
Anita.
No, I'm kidding.
It stands for Aphrodite goddess, of course.
Angelic.
Well, do you want to know what the S stands for in my name?
Yes.
Shithead.
It stands.
So.
I was gonna say shit too. No.
No, it actually stands for sarcastic prick. No, Stuart. It's Stuart.
Stuart. I like sarcastic prick. That's kind of good too.
Sarcasm is not the lowest form of wit. It is the highest, in my opinion. So, so guys, start thinking about the sort of questions you might like to be answered, because I'm going to be asking you to ask them soon. So start thinking, guys. Like I said, one question per person. We'll do as many as we can. But before we do, just Karen, just remind us what events and stuff that you have coming up, because
Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm super excited to mention. Yeah, I got some things coming up this fall. I'm doing a lot of traveling and speaking now. So I'm coming back to Sage Paracon, done by MJ Dixon. Big shout out to MJ. Love you. Love your event. You guys, this is one of the best events. This is when I met Alex last year. I was on his show really quickly. They interviewed me, and then after that we kept doing shows together. But it's in the UK, obviously, Warwickshire, and it's Coombe Abbey Hotel, beautiful place. There's a lot of us. Another one of my colleagues is coming. His name is Calvin Van Crush. He does a thing called Show and Hell. He's a cult collector, and he's also a member of the Talking Board Historical Society, and I'm thrilled that both of us will be there. And then also, I got to tell you guys, there's something really cool for those of you guys on the East Coast of the United States. I'm flying in from it, and I live in California. We are doing the world's largest Ouija board ever. Rick Schreck, the vice president of the TBHS, Talking Board Historical Society, created a board. Literally, you could park 5 semi-ton trucks on it. It weighs 9,000 pounds. So it's even heavier than an elephant. It's as long as a brontosaurus, and we're putting it up and revealing it at the Salem Common in Salem, Massachusetts, and that's October 12th, a Saturday. Okay. I will be there. Come on out, say hello. You'll meet Rick. You'll meet some other Talking Board Historical Society people there, and we're gonna have a great time. And we're breaking the world's record. That's the coolest thing about it.
So how would this massive Ouija board work then? Do you sit on a giant planchette or?
Yeah.
Well, let me explain this to you. The size of the planchette is 15 feet long. It's parked in his garage. You can get inside of it or stand around it. It's huge. And it rolls around, you guys. This board functions. It's really made out of wood. It totally functions. It has a little structure that supports it. And you put all the plyboard on there. It's gorgeous. It's to scale from the 1982 Ouija board. 1998 board, the glow-in-the-dark board. It's to scale to the 1998 Ouija board. So it is, I've seen pieces of it. It's so large, you guys. Just come on out. We're making history, you guys. It's going to be so much fun. Again, that's October 12th, Salem, Massachusetts, in Salem Common. You want more information, you can go to Talking Board Historical Society on Facebook. You can go to OuijaZilla.com. The board is actually called OuijaZilla.
You're probably going to bump into a lot of my friends at Salem Con.
Cool.
Because I'm assuming a friend of mine called Sam Baltouris is going to be there.
Well, tell him to come on up and say hi. He'll meet Rick, the artist. We'll meet all of us, and we're just gonna have a great time. I can hardly wait. Right. It's gonna be a blast.
And just so I have a chance, because some people are asking questions. So, could you just quickly talk us through some of your books and where people can get them?
Oh, thank you for asking. Yeah. So right now I'm just gonna type in here to you guys, so you can see OuijaZilla.com if you want to go check it out. You can read more about Rick and his story. There you go. All right, so I've written 3 books with the help of my guides. I'm working on 2 more. I will also make an announcement here that I've not made yet to the public. I've been contacted by a UK's, one of your guys' top best-selling authors, and we are doing a book together on the afterlife. It's called The Case for the Afterlife, and my part of the book is all about the Ouija board and how to use it, and how I've used it with stories and examples and my take on it with the Afterlife. So that's going to be coming out in 2020. We're working on it right now. I'm also writing a new book too about consciousness and the board. But my first book, The Spirit of Creativity, is a book really more of a self-help kind of book. Is written with my guides. I don't talk about Ouija in it at all because I wrote it back in 1997 when I was a practicing therapist, and it wasn't kosher to mention that I used the board to talk about stigmas back then. My second book is The Spirits of Ouija, 4 Decades of Communication. I will have that with me at Sage when I come. I'll be selling that book there. That's my whole odyssey for 40 years of using this tool. I tell you how to use it. I help you use it. I give stories and examples in my whole odyssey. I mean, what I learned, my journey along the way. And then my most recent book is The Spirit of Alchemy, Secret Teachings of the Sacred Reunion. And that is really about how to do this work on a board and even off the board, how to connect with your spirit guides, how to begin to unveil and reveal who you really are within, which is this great, powerful self, and to bring that out into the world and to make that ultimate connection with Source, or all that is. Your life will change in synchronistic, magical, crazy, creative, awesome ways when you make those connections. And that book is really about the byproduct of me using this tool and doing all this work these years and where that's taking me. But it's not an autobiography. It's definitely about how to do this yourself too, and gives you, and even talks about Zozo and the nature of evil and some things that stop us from becoming our greatest selves. So thank you for asking about that. Those books are all on Amazon.com. You can find them on my website, and there's just more stuff coming out. So thank you.
And thank you for telling everyone about your books while I try and copy and paste some questions.
It's too hard.
So I've got 3 questions ready.
Awesome.
So guys, if there's anyone else in the chat that has any questions about anything that you would like Karen to answer with her guides through the board, please keep asking. I will try my best to copy and paste them. So I make a note of them, and we will do our best to get round as many of you as possible. Like I said, we can't do everyone because otherwise this feed would be like 4 hours long.
Oh shoot, 5 hours plus. I mean, you guys, they don't just go yes, no. They will give you a whole dissertation. Just trust. We don't control that. They control that. People will go, I just want to ask yes, no question, and then they'll spell it out and then it'll go on. They don't, do they? They never just.
They did one time as a joke.
Oh, it's a joke, yeah.
No.
And the person was like, "Well, I want more. I want more." They're like, "Okay, then let them talk." So they're really going to be what's the word? Direct. They're also going to be try to give you what it is you need. You think you're asking one question, but pay attention to what message comes back to you, because you're going to find that it probably affects even your most pressing thing within you that you maybe are afraid to ask.
Almost every show we do, we get a person that says, and we say this, we say that they're not only writing to you, but they're writing to the entire audience. Yeah, so right. There's people that are going to get messages that pertain to them that never even asked the question, and we get that all the time. My question wasn't able to be asked. However, it was certainly more than answered. Just by answering the other questions. Yeah. So the right questions always come up. The right answers are always there, and you will find something in every answer that they give. I believe.
I do too. Concur.
And just to clarify it, because someone asked, we would not be answering any political questions, so don't even try.
Okay.
That's up to you.
That's up to you guys.
That's up to you. They don't shy away from politics.
They don't shy away from.
It's not about that. It's just I don't want to get politics involved with our show, and
fair enough.
I'd rather help people with spiritual issues, like if they miss a family member, then answering someone about who's going to win the 2020 election or something.
Oh yeah, right.
So that question was asked of us.
But guess what? They don't take sides. Do you know what side they take? They take the side of vibration and love.
Well,
that's the side they take.
That's difficult to come.
Whatever that means.
So I have a selection of questions.
Okay.
So
Karen, Alex, we would need to do our breathing exercise and our prayer. So why don't should we start there?
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, if you guys do what you do,
Okay.
Do your prayers and stuff, and
Okay.
and if anyone watching wants to join in, feel free.
Yes.
And obviously, still feel free to comment and stuff. I will do my best to keep note. But yeah, so Karen.
Okay, so what we're gonna do right now, you guys, we're gonna take deep breaths, and I'm gonna ask. This is actually in my books. It's a lesson or a teaching they gave me to help deepen my work with this tool. Okay, so you want to breathe very deeply into your sacrum area, which I call your sacred area, which is your pelvic area, and breathe deep in there, and then breathe the breath into the ground. So this is the way we're gonna ground ourselves, connect ourselves. So let's do that for a moment. Just deep breaths. And center yourself into that space and into the ground. And then take that breath and move it up into your heart area. And I want you to breathe in and out what love is to you, what that feels like, what that looks like, how you experience it. It could be a love with an animal, it could be a pet, it could be your best friend, it could be your parents, it could be your spouse. So just think what love is and feel that in your heart and continue breathing. Okay, so it's relatively quickly. Don't worry, like, oh, I didn't get in the space. That's okay. Rodney and we're the ones doing the channeling, so it's totally cool. All right, and what I like to do is hold hands. It's a circuitry exercise. His right side of his body is masculine. It feeds my feminine. My masculine side feeds his feminine. So it's a connection of energies. And polarities, however you want to look at it. So I'm going to say a statement now, which I call a prayer or invocation, and it's basically calling in the energies and getting the vibration correct. God, Goddess, Universe, Spirit, all of our relations, and all those that are with us here through the UK show that Alex is doing with us, and everybody here that's listening now and will watch this later, we ask that universal information, guidance, wisdom, inspiration, anything that helps support and serve us better, the messages of our loved ones. We are surrounded by love and light and the flow of all of that. We are in this bubble of love. We receive messages that come from this space and only this place alone. And then we welcome those who have messages to provide us. And as always, in advance, we thank the guides and everybody else that comes through for their correspondence and their communications and messages. And with that, we say thank you. And we may begin. And that's it. Now, Alex, what they'd like to do is start with an opening statement.
Yep,
so we'll go to that,
problem.
and then we go into the questions. Okay, here we go, guys. So when this thing moves, when it starts to move, this is them. This is them already. They're here. They're coming through, and they're going to start spelling. And I'm just going to go into what I normally do, which is start calling out the letters H, O, W, D, E, S, D, E, P, I, S, Y, O, U, R, P, O, L, I, S, I, T, S, H, A, L, L, O, W, S, A, F, E, A, N, D, C, E, R, T, A, I, N, I, S, I, T, D, E, E, P, A, N, D, U, N, D, C, E, R, T, A, I, L, no, not a L, N, thank you, W, H, A, T, I, S, I, no, T, H, thank you, E, C, H, A, L L E N A F E T Y F O R T O D A Y P L E A S E P O, sorry, O N, thank you. L Y E N T E R T H E P O O L T A, no, O, thank you, A S A F E D E P T H O R N O T A T A L L B U T M A R, no, not a R, K, thank you, E S U R E Y O U A R E S A F E W H E R E V E R Y O U C H O O S E T O E N T E R. Okay, so that's what they do, you guys. You're going to notice they use the letters on the board. They'll use the letters up here. They'll use the letters up here. They don't usually use yes. They'll use goodbye if I get the wrong letter, like I say it wrong, or they wrote the wrong letter. You saw that happen. So you'll start to see how they work. Okay, so this is what they said. How deep is your pool? Is it shallow, safe, and certain? Is it deep and uncertain? What is the challenge, and why the safety? For today, please only enter the pool to a safe depth, or not at all, but make sure you are safe wherever you choose to enter. Okay. So just so you guys know what it looks like, it's just like, it's like that, and I write my letters, I write over them sometimes, and it's hard to read, but anyway, that's what it looks like. So, you want to say anything?
No.
Okay. So
I like the pool analogy.
I do too.
And I think what they're saying is if you're listening to this, or if you're watching this, I mean, I think it's a metaphor for life,
It is.
right?
Yes, metaphor for life.
But I think also it's a metaphor for today, and that is, jump in the pool, or don't sit on the side and listen to the message, or jump in the deep end. But whatever you do, make sure you are taking care of yourself. Make sure you are safe.
Yeah, that you're always safe. And they said you are safe wherever you choose to enter, and it's not just today. It's not just using the tool.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. All right, we're ready.
Just so people know, if you've never seen this before, the Karen spirit guides do tend to talk very poetically.
You do.
So if you don't quite understand, Karen will always try and explain what they mean. So, as well as Rodney, obviously. But I think how you described it, I think that's how I was seeing it as well. So, yeah. I do like how poetic they are. I've always liked that from the very first show we did. So,
yeah, they're very poetic, and I mean, you can see why I like to write books with them. They're magical. They're magical. They really help people just to what would you say? Learn about your vibration, learn about your greatest self, open to your possibilities, and really find joy in life.
I think that's absolutely. in a nutshell.
I just want to quickly say I have about 6 questions written down. I have Julie, Kez, Michelle, Christina, Melissa, and Lisa. So if any of you 6 are watching, please let me know. Because I'd like to actually ask a question for someone that's still watching.
If when they're asking a question, when someone asks a question, often the board will want interaction with that person.
Well,
so if the board asks a question, leave the chat open momentarily for that person to be able to answer that question.
Yeah. They may ask you a question back. You never know what's going to happen.
Well, as I was saying that, Kez, obviously, because of the delay, Kez was actually commenting on something completely different. So, as I know she is watching,
Cool.
Although, obviously, and as I say that, everyone else comments. This is good. I do apologise, guys, but I mean, I have to just go with what I see straight away. I can't just delay. We have to get a lot done. Okay, guys. So don't take it personally. Because Kez was the first person I saw, Kez Hicks. Her question was.
What's the name? I'm going to write the name down on my paper.
Kez.
K-E-Z Hicks.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay.
She would like to know if she has an angel watching over her.
Okay. Great question. Here we go. All right. This is them.
Oh,
the
I
guys.
have to stand up a minute because my legs hurt.
Let me turn the page. Hold a second. Go ahead. Thank you. Sorry, what was that? Oh, C. Thank you. Sometimes they swipe over the letters, you guys, and so I'm like, what letter is it? So I get it wrong sometimes. V, E, R, Y, O, U, T, H, O, U, G, H, Y, O, U, A, L, R, E, A, D, Y, H, A, D, A, N, G, E, L, I, T, W, A, S, M, A, D, E, M, O, thank you. B V I O U S T O Y O U A T T H A T T I M E T O C A L M Y O U R F E A R S T O D A Y A N D T O M O R R O W A N D A L W A Y S Y O U W I L L H A V E A N A N G E L A N T A F R I E N D T O W A T C H O V E R Y O U L O O K C L O S E L Y A N D Y O U W I L L K N O W. Okay, this is for you. This is for Kez Hicks. How is it that you do not know the answer to this question at a very young, maybe
I
age
think
is
there's
missing?
yeah.
Okay. You requested that an angel to watch over you, though you already had an angel, it was made more obvious to you at that time to calm your fears. Today and tomorrow and always, you will have an angel and a friend watch over you. Look closely and you will know. We're going to just check. I think there was a word missing. I think it was age. Was that the word age missing right here? Young age? A, yes, that was spelled out. G, age. Thank you. So it wasn't young age. Did you get that, Kez?
Hopefully
Yes?
Kez is still watching and she can let us know that. I mean, she was commenting at like just as you started, so hopefully she would have seen that.
Cool. Well, you know what? She asked for an angel at a young age, so she's got to remember that she did this years ago, and that angel's been there ever since. It was there even before she asked. But that, yeah, if you look closer, you're going to start noticing. You're gonna feel and know. They said no, yeah.
While you were doing that, one of our regular viewers said this is a very long word, and I said it's actually a paragraph. Well, actually, I say a paragraph. I would say it's more of a verse. Like I said, because they talk very poetically.
There she is.
Awesome. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. They have a lot to say, you guys.
Oh my God, this is so true. About 13, I asked for some to look out for me.
Oh, well, there it was, but it was always there. They're saying, and it made it more obvious at that time because you asked. But you guys, if you want to get to know your angels, I have an angel. She's fabulous. You've got to ask. You need to say, hey, show me a sign. They love to drop you signs, and that could be so many different things. I write about this on the website. You can go read some of the things I do, and I talk about it on YouTube. But that's an important thing to know. Everybody has angels. Everybody, it's not just one. You have a bunch. You have guides. You have legions of energies and beings in the other dimensions that love the heck out of you and support you 100%. They've got your back. Trust me on this. Everybody has this. No matter what's going on in your life, you have it. So reach out. Ask them. Help.
That's lovely. I just want to say hello to some people that are watching because they're friends of the show.
Awesome.
Also, obviously, you'll be seeing Linda Brooks at Sage, I'm assuming. She is a friend of the show, and she's just written an article for my magazine. Thank you, Linda.
Fantastic.
Also,
yes.
Jack. I don't know if Jack Collin is still watching. But as part of the same team, Brooks Paranormal. If you are still watching, hello, Jacqueline. Also, hello to Heather Larson. Thank you for watching. She's been on our show before, back in April, I believe it was. So thank you for giving us your support, Heather. Thank you. And obviously, thank you to everyone else that is watching. Also, Colette, as you know, regular viewer who has no life apparently. I'm only joking. I mean, let's be honest. You're not going to get any better than this. So, Kez, thank you so much for confirming what Karen got through the board. That was we really appreciate any feedback that you guys can give us. Okay, so the next person I have for you guys is Michelle Watt, and it's very short and simple. She would like to know if her husband is okay.
Wonderful. Okay, it's for you, Michelle. By the way, this is them moving again. If you just tuned in, this is not us. W H Y D O Y O U N O T A B O U T H I S W E L L B E I N G. They have a question for you, Michelle. Why do you not ask about his well-being? Why do you not ask about his well-being? So what's her answer to that? They want to ask you why you don't ask about his well-being.
Well, she asked if he was okay.
Yeah, so they're going towards well-being. What do you think, Rodney?
I don't know. What is the question?
So that's not the question to answer. Why do you not, about his well-being. Why do you not something? No, we're missing a word. Why do you not, what's that word right there? No. Why do you not know? Oh, that's it. Why do you not know about his well-being? They're saying you should know this, but let's see what they have to say. There's more. There's more. They're wanting you to think probably on a different level.
Well, she says, Michelle just said, she would like to know if he is at peace.
Okay. But I think they're saying that you already have the answer, but let's just see what they say. We'll let them totally spell it out for you. T H I S I S A N O G F T A S K E D Q U E S T I O N. A L L P E O P L E W H E T H E R A L I V E O R T R A N S I T I O N E D. Turn the page. Thank you. Go ahead. A R E A T P E A C E T H E T. No. T H E. Thank you. D I F F E R E N C E I S T H O S E T H A T H A V E T R A N S I T I O N E D K N O W T H E Y A R E A T P E A C E F E A R N O T F R E T N O T P E A C E F O L L O W S H I M A L W A Y S A N D W A S H E S O V E R Y O U W H E N E V E R H E I S W I T H Y. Thank you. O U. Okay. All right, let's see what that was about. This is for Michelle Watt. They asked everybody, why do you not know about his well-being? Okay, and that was a question that then you said you are asking that, and they said, well, this is a task. Sorry, my writing's not really good, you guys. This is
OFT instead of often.
Oft. This is an oft-asked question. That's not is that English? OFT? Okay, well, I don't use the word oft. Okay, so this is an OFT, oft-asked question. All people, whether alive or transitioned. Huh?
This is an often asked question.
They don't have EN in there. This is an oft-asked question. Let me ask them this. Did you guys mean to say often? Did we just not get the letters in there? Was it the word often? No. Was it oft? They're saying, yeah, so look that word up, you guys, OFT. This is not in my vocabulary. This is an oft, it's not in your vocabulary, is it?
No.
This is an oft-asked question. All people, whether alive or transitioned, are at peace. The difference is those that have transitioned know they are at peace. Fear not, fret not, peace follows him always, and was. And was. Oh, and washes over you whenever he is with you. So they are at peace. Fear not, fret not, peace follows him always and washes over you whenever he is with you. So you must feel this peace at times when he's around. And washes, that's washes over.
Just drop something. Just oft does actually mean often.
Okay, great. Oft. They use the word oft instead of often. Isn't that funny? Yeah. So I don't use that word. It must be Old English. So they're doing it probably for the British people here, right?
Maybe.
They're doing it for you guys in the UK. Or maybe that's a word your husband used. I don't know.
I just want to say something to someone watching. Sharon, piss off. So yeah, I mean that was a beautiful message, and sorry if I'm swearing at someone, but they can really piss off. What? I'm not gonna beat around the bush. If someone's being rude, I'm gonna be rude back.
And you have every right to. This is your show and your
considering
forum.
what we're doing,
So.
if people are just gonna comment in the middle or something, with an important message to someone who is grieving the loss of a husband, then just go away. I'm not interested. Anyway.
and by the way, I'm not interested either, because to me this is really healing work. It's for Michelle. This is a grief, like you just said, and I think we need to really respect the people that are asking these questions, and let's just let the messages flow, you guys. Don't play in this pool.
If you think it's
can't deal with it.
If you think it's fake, then you're entitled to your opinion. But what you're not entitled to do is act like a prick. So don't watch if you don't like it.
Thank you. Very, very well said.
And that's purely because of the moment in which she chose to write something. So if I upset you, then I'm not sorry. So that was as always, that was a very beautiful message for Michelle, and thank you, Michelle, for the question. And
thank you.
I also wanted to quickly say during that reading, Kez said thank you with a load of kisses for you. So earlier, what you said for Kez was basically spot on. So well done.
Right.
Right, I do have other people in the.
Okay.
So it got a bit awkward there. I apologise. Right, I can take Michelle off my list. Christina Guy, I hope you are still watching. You were watching just now, because you replied to my comment. You are next.
Hey.
Just out of interest, have you ever had any issues with a spirit coming through and talking to you that's been dyslexic?
Yes, I've had spirits come through that don't spell very well sometimes. This group is very good. They do use words that are not in my vocabulary. They're not in his, and his a pretty big vocabulary. Mine's pretty good too, but this group doesn't. So what you're going to get here today, like they're reading the vibration of, like for example, the last lady that asked the question, they're reading Michelle's vibration and her husband's vibration. So they're going to come through, even maybe use some words that person would use, or say things the way that person might say it, because they're reading nothing but vibration. But no, nowadays I don't get anybody that can't spell, because these guys will come in and jump and help somebody spell. Once in a while, we talk to animals, you guys. The animals, I think they spell pretty well, but one of my cats didn't spell that well. Jack never spelled that well, did he?
Yeah.
He always misspelled words, but that was his personality, Was he dyslexic? No, but he just didn't have a very good spelling to him. And some of the other animals we talked to spell really well. It just depends,
Yeah, that was actually Helena's question.
Oh, great question, Helena. I love it.
I'm not taking credit for it, my dear. And I also just want to quick, because if you know anything about history or not, this isn't a diss, but in the Tudor period, there was no official spelling of words. It was basically, as long as the word looks right, that's how it's spelt. So like, school could be SKOOL instead of SCHOOL. So have you, obviously I know we kind of had something there with the oft word.
Yeah.
But have you had sort of like words that we don't use today come through and you've been like, what the hell?
No, we've had a lot of words. We had a word they brought in a word fairies. They were talking about fairies.
The old way of spelling words.
And and we looked it up. It wasn't our common spelling. And we looked it up, and it was an ancient form of the spelled word fairies. We had the word ired, and we had to look that up because I knew ire meant anger, but I didn't know what ired was.
You didn't know the past tense of ire.
Yeah.
I didn't know that word at all. I don't use the word ire, but that's like an older English word. They will bring in words. It seems like what they like to do is do the old original spelling of words a lot of times.
Yeah.
I never would have said that. I never would. That word is not even in my dictionary.
Yeah, I mean, I've never personally used that term before. I mean, I did.
Okay, so
I
it's
did
not like
Google
an
it
English
while we were
term, and you
talking.
guys are still talking.
Although when you said it, I just immediately assumed that it meant often.
And you were so right, but they didn't want to spell it that way.
You know, it's funny. My guess is if you're Shakespeare and you're writing in a particular meter, right?
Yeah,
Iambic
right.
pentameter.
Off to work great.
Then being able to remove a syllable from a word to make it fit your meter might be a good strategy.
Right.
Well, one thing I will say, Shakespeare did make up a lot of words.
I love it. Yes.
That are still part of our lexicon today, I suspect.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, I mean, not even words, but sayings as well, such as like "in a pickle." That was actually one of William Shakespeare's.
I'll be darned.
If you didn't know.
I didn't know that.
I'm just blocking someone, so just bear with me.
Okay, no worry. And then we'll get back to Christina Guy whenever you're ready, because I know she's probably eager to get her message, whatever that's going to be.
No worries, just bear with me.
No worries. It's all good.
I'll tell you what, right. Sorry, it's for some reason it's not doing it quickly enough. So Christina Guy, her
Yes.
question, she says that she senses someone with her, and she'd like to know who it may be.
Okay.
And that
Great.
she also says that she can actually feel them helping her.
Well, that's a good thing. That's a good place to start, especially when you can feel them and you know it's a positive thing. Okay, here we go. All right, this is them coming through. Here we go, Christina. I F T H I S I S I H E L P I N G I S T H E I D E N I T Y A T A L, thank you, L I M P O R T A N T T H E S E H E L P E R S H A V E N O T A N A M E F O R I T I S N O T T H E I R P U R P O S E T O H A V E T H F, no, not F, T E, thank you. I R O W N I D E N T I T Y S O I F A N A M E I S I M P O R T A N T B Y A L L M E A N S F I N D A N A M E C B. Wait, I'm sorry, is that B? Okay, B, thank you. U T R E M E M B E R T H I S. Okay, hold on, turn the page. N A M E I S F O R Y O U N O T T H E G. Was that a G? I'm sorry, with G? Okay, no. H. Thank you. H E L P E R. Okay, here we go. All right, this is for Christina Guy. If this is helping, what's all this? Oh, what's that? You read that? THEI? I don't know what that is. Sorry, you guys. It's, again, my writing is horrible and it goes over right over it sometimes. If this is helping, ISTH. Can you get any of that? It's HIED.
No.
At,
If this is helping.
oh, identity. Identity.
It's D, like, yeah.
Oh, God. See, I have the T on this over here and the rest of the words over here. So my words, it's just like this, you guys. And so you get letters that are, I mean, they're not complete words. They break over and go to the next line. So I have to really look at this closely. Sorry, Christina. If this is helping, is the identity at all important? Okay, if this is helping, is the identity at all important? These helpers have not a name, for it is not their purpose to have their own identity. So if a name is important, by all means, find a name, but remember this, name is for you, not the helper. Because I'm going to tell you something too. What I found working with these different energies, especially these beings, and a host of different types of beings, they don't have names. Some do, some don't, many don't. And so these guys don't have a name at all, so I just call them the guides. I used to call them the sun and moon because they came in the board, they enter in those places. So think of it this way, it's more important than the message you're getting. If you don't have a name, give them a name. So I call these guys the guides, and that's what they respond to now. They humor me with that. I humor them because I wanted to give them a name, but they're androgynous. They don't have sex a lot of times. They don't have they don't have an identity. They work with the group, and that's, you know, am I saying that right? It's not really like an identity.
I understand. I get
okay, you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they don't have a sex. I suppose they're not really I don't know. I mean, it's hard to describe.
These may not be human, you guys. My guides they're not human. These beings we talk to have never been born in a physical body. They're light. They're pure light. That's what they are. They're light with their consciousness and communicate. They're androgynous. There's no such thing as gender or sex or any of those things, or names for that matter. So we give a lot of our guides names because it makes us feel better. I call my angel Mary Angel. Does she really have a name? Not really. She told me just call her what I wanted to. And I heard the name Mary in my head, so I called her Mary. So just give them a name if you want to put your finger on them and have a way to communicate with them, but they don't need a name. And I think it's beautiful that you have these helpers and they're there doing their work. Nonetheless, when you feel it, that's what's important.
I just want to say quickly the next person on my list, and this was literally just me copying and pasting like about half an hour ago when people first started asking questions. So the next person on my list is Lisa Hogan, name I cannot pronounce. Mulcahy. Lisa Hogan Mulcahy. So you literally just commented, so you're next. And also the other two ladies I have are Melissa Kaiser and Karen Konopasek. If you guys are still watching, it's funny. As soon as I say it, one of them comments. So that's
cool.
Mulcahy, yeah, exactly. That's what I said. Yeah.
Thank you
for breaking that up for me. Okay, well, you three ladies who have just commented, you are the next people to get their questions asked. So, and after that, we'll see how we're getting on, and we'll see how Karen is doing, because I don't want her to pass out or anything. Because does this actually take up a lot of your energy doing this?
What happens? I think I'll let Rodney answer, but for me, I feel pure love channeling through me, so it really actually gets me going. It kind of gets me wound up, and it feels incredible. And so I channel because it feels really good.
Okay.
And so I love doing this work, it's emotionally draining. Maybe if I get my personality, it gets a little emotional draining because we'll get to, you have the feelings when you're doing this, and we feel those feelings. Trust me, when somebody comes through and there's sadness you're feeling, we're going to feel those feelings too. And Rodney, you want to speak to that at all?
Yeah, when I first started, I would do this an hour and I have a splitting headache, and I never get headaches.
Yeah.
So it would just drain me.
It would drain them.
Now it's better. We literally go for hours. But what happens is once we get a message, when we're doing a personal session and we get a message, the message may take, maybe 2 pages, but we may do 20 pages worth of conversation.
Yeah, we take breaks, so it works better like that for you.
Yeah.
But this can be draining. But right now, we're doing fun. I'm doing fun. I'm assuming you're doing okay.
Oh, I'm fine.
Yeah, we're doing great.
I don't like to because as soon as you answer one question, have explained it, I'm not going to go straight into another one. We will have a bit of a chat in between, because I don't want to sort of just go one after another so quickly. Just out of interest, anyone who is any part psychic or whatever watching at home, or wherever you are, if you can guess what I am holding, I will give you an imaginary present. I say imaginary because I'm a skinflint and I'm not gonna pay to give you something. But imagine if you guess what I'm holding, imagine me giving you an imaginary trophy. Yeah.
Cool.
Right. So guess what I'm holding. And it's not rude, in case.
So not your Willie?
No.
Is that what somebody said?
My Willie is gone to bed.
I think they say wanker. Don't they say wanker in the UK?
That is what you would do with a Willie.
That's a noun.
But let's not go there.
Okay. We shouldn't get into this probably.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be a family show.
Yeah.
Let's. Oh, you said wanker. Let's go to the next person.
Wanker's a noun.
Okay, got it.
Wanker is also a adjective.
Adjective describes.
What's the action word? Whatever. Let's not get bogged down in what wanker means. Let's go to the next person on my list, which was Lisa Hogan Mulcahy. Her question was: my mum passed away a few years ago. Her passing caused a major strife in the family. It would be great to know. I'm a bit lost towards the end of this question. Lisa, I do apologise. Would you? Because I might have to ask you to ask the question again because I've got my mum passed away a few months ago. Her passing caused a major strife in family. Be great to know if they do the right thing.
Okay.
Could you just ask that question again for me, please, my
You know,
dear?
I don't know if it's necessary. I'm feeling them. I'm feeling they're here. They're ready to talk.
I was going to say they probably know what she meant.
No, they do. Again, they read vibration, so they're. I can feel it. They're ready to go. So
Okay.
let's just do it. And they might have a question for you if they need clarification. That they'll definitely ask Lisa if they do. Here we go, Lisa. This is for you. But I could feel that there was a message already coming. W H E N S O M E O N E P A S S E S F R O M Y O U R P L A N E O F E X I S T E N C E M U C H A P P E N S O N Y O U R S I D E W H I L E O N L Y O N E T H I N G H A P P E N S O N T H E I R S T H E Y T R A N S I T I O N B A C K T O T H E H E A R T O F S A N D S U D D E N L Y K N O W O N L Y P U R E L O V E A N D T H E S I N S O F T H E I R P A S T T H E I R S A N D Y O U R S G O A L, W A Y A N D A R E R E P L A C E D B Y J O Y A N D G O D W I L L H O W E V E R O N T H E O T H E R S I D E I S S A D D N E S S. Turn the page, hold on. Thank you. A N D S P O R R. Wait, sorry. Okay, sorry. Can you go back to the S? I got lost there. Okay, S. Thank you. O R. Okay, got it. R. Okay, got it. Thank you. O W A N D O F T E N G E. Okay, G R. Thank you. E E D A N D L O A T H I N G D O I N G T H E R I G H T T H I N G W H I L E S U B J E C T I V E M A Y M E A N T H A T T H E I R B E H A V I O R I S L E S S T H A N W H I C H Y O U W O U L D H O P E F O R E X P E C T N O T H I N G A N D M A Y B E Y O U W I L L B E S U P R I S E D. Okay, that's it. So again, when they go here, this is when we know they're stopped, they're complete with what they're saying. All right, so Lisa, this is for you. When someone passes from your plane of existence, much happens on your side, while only one thing happens on theirs. They transition back to the heart of Source and suddenly know only pure love. And the sins of their past, theirs and yours, go away and are replaced by joy and goodwill. However, on the other side is sadness and sorrow, and often greed and loathing. Doing the right thing, while subjective, may mean that their behavior is less than which you would hope for. Expect nothing, and maybe you will be surprised. So I think what they're saying, this is what I'm getting from it, is that on our side, we have the sorrow and the greed and the loathing and all these things and behaviors that we might have behaved that way, but when we transition back to the heart of Source, they're calling it heart of Source. I love that's beautiful. You immediately feel great joy and goodwill, even though they might have left this life maybe being cranky or whatever, right?
Right.
And they're saying, you'd be surprised.
But it also said that their sins and
your
yours.
sins, right? Because we have sons, we have hate towards people and they die. When she
Right.
could have said, "I loved you," all those things. So there's nothing that's holding her back. There's nothing that's holding you back. If you realize, like they said, this would mean that their behavior is less than that which you would have hoped for, but expect nothing, and maybe you will be surprised. Meaning, don't look at it through the eyes of this person who they were when they were alive. I'm guessing. Are you getting something different, Alex? You too?
I'm seeing what I'm getting is that they're referring. They said there's only one thing that happens on that side. Those people are perfect.
Yeah.
Right. So it's the people that are left here.
Yeah.
So they're the ones that are going to be sad. They're the ones who have sorrow. They're the ones that are going to have greed and loathing. Right.
Yeah.
So expect nothing from any of those people, and you might be surprised. But I don't think they're talking about the people transition. I think they're probably people that are
left
still here.
Right.
Right.
Expect nothing from those people. Just knowing that when you transition back, everybody goes back to this pure love.
Well, I mean,
I hope that helps, Lisa.
Lisa just commented, so if you can see a comment, that will help.
Let's see. I gotta see where there she is. Okay. Oh, just want family to stay intact. Yes. Like good. Yep, the family. Okay. Yep. Okay, there you go, Lisa. So they did touch on something that's going on in the family. This happens. I don't know, Lisa, you guys. So we're just the message. We're letting the message. What are we? We're the vessel that the messages come through.
I mean, at the end of the day as well, I mean, you're not choosing the people to give the answers to. I'm choosing, and I don't know these people either. So
this is what I like about this, Lisa. This is going to help you. Yeah, death brings out the worst in people. You're absolutely right, and it can also bring out the best in people when they're on the other side too. So expect nothing. I think this person that left, if it was your grandmother, I think it was, I can't remember, that this is going to be a very transformative thing for your family. Yeah, it's going to probably be weird, like you're talking about right now, with the greediness, the worst in people, but they're telling you, they're specifically saying, if you would hope for, expect nothing, and maybe you will be surprised. So don't expect people to have to behave a certain way. What do you think?
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, of the living and the deceased.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, the funny thing is, in between the last time we did this show and now, there was actually a death in my family.
That's right.
I mean, the family I married into, but it's still my family.
Yes.
And it's funny because when you were saying, you can bring out the best and the worst in people, I would say that this passing definitely brought out the best in people, because we don't live in each other's pockets, so to speak, but we're always there for each other when we're needed, and it's brought a lot of the family together again, who hadn't spoken for a while, and it's okay. It's not nice. I mean, I'm glad he's dead, because considering the circumstances surrounding his death, it's best that he is dead. To be fair to him,
Okay.
but yeah. So I mean, it has brought a lot of good to the surface as well. And also, I just want to point out, someone did guess right in terms of what I was holding. I am holding a planchette.
Oh, yay! Of course you are.
And just to clarify, I don't know if Heather is actually psychic. I don't remember her being psychic, but if you are, I don't know why I don't know that. So well done, Heather. You won the imaginary trophy. Um, um, and also, I don't know if you guys can see, but Lisa is still commenting.
Yes.
So
Yeah. She is. We can see your message, Lisa. Thank you. Thank you for allowing us to have that opportunity to channel this for you. And I noticed that Lisa also said she felt her mother, and they were very tight when we were. She called it scrying. Yeah, this is a form of scrying. You're right. So I'm sorry for your loss, but I think what I'm getting, I'm feeling the energy is so beautiful. It's coming through. Granted, what had happened or something, but I'm getting that there's going to be just this major shift, and I mean it like profoundly, where the family's going to really change. And I think that's why Alex just brought up what he brought up, because I think he was called to state that.
I felt
That's what
it was
happens.
relevant,
Yeah.
And Heather is not psychic, so it's just a really good guess. Okay, well, obviously, there's been a lot of comments, people asking questions. Some of them have really pulled at my heartstrings. But I have a system, and I'm going to stick to it, and I have to apologise. So the next person that we will be answering the question of was Karen for God's sake, Karen Konopasik. I hope I got that right. I'd like to know what nationality that last name is from. It sounds kind of Polish, I think. I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, guys, I would love to. We are only doing 2 more answers, purely because I don't want to take up too much of Karen's time, and also it is quite late where I am in the UK, so I do apologise. But we'll see if we can sort something out after the show. So get in contact with the American Ghost on the show, guys.
That's fine.
Don't contact Paranormal Warehouse. Contact the American Ghost on the show. Okay. So Karen Konopasik, and it is a Croatian name. Bohemian and Croatian. Croatia is a lovely country. I actually want to go there. Let's see. Let me just get a question up. Okay. My husband passed away almost 6 years ago from cancer. She would like to know if there is anything from him.
Great. Well, I'm terribly sorry for your loss. That's very sad. I can feel it already. Okay, here we go. Okay, when it goes down here, I'm just going to explain this real quick. Hold on one moment, please. This is when my angel comes through. She comes through to help the deceased come through. So she'll either bring him through or come through and give a message about him or from him. So I don't know yet, but this is where she enters the board. This is her symbol to me that my angel is now enter the board. Thank you. Hi, Mary Angel. P E O P L E P A S S A T A T I M E O F T H E I R C H O O S I N G T H E Y C H O O S E T H I S W A Y B E F O R E T H E Y B E G I N T H E J O U R N E Y I N T O T H E B O N D S A N D T H E T H R I L L O F H U M A N I T Y. Hold on, turn the page. Thank you. All right, go ahead. C A N C E R I S J U S T A N A M E G I V E N T O E X P L A I N T H E T R A N S I T I O N T H O U G H I T I S V E R Y R E A L I T I S N O N E T H E L E S S A W A Y T O L E A V E I N A W A Y T H A T H U M A N I T Y C A N U N D E R S T A N D T H A T S A I D I T I S W I T H G R E A T J O Y T H A T H E G R E E T S Y O U D A I L Y A N D T H E R E A S O N Y O U S T O P C R Y I N G W H E N I T S E E M S Y O U W I L L N E V E R S T O P M. No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I said a letter. I don't think that was a letter. Go ahead. H I S M E S S A G E S A R E N U M E R O U S A N T O B B I O U S S E E K N O T U S T O G I V E Y O U T. Go ahead. Sorry. T H I S I N F O R M A T I O N S E E K I N S T E A D T H E M E S S A G E S T H E M S E L V E S A L O N G W I T H. I'm trying to page. Oh, new pad of paper. T H E M E S S A N G E R. Okay. All right, so let's see what we got here. All right, this is for Karen. People pass at a time of their choosing. They choose this way before they begin the journey into the bonds and the thrill of humanity. Cancer is just a name given to explain that transition. Though it is very real, it is nonetheless a way to leave in a way that humanity can understand. That said, it is with great joy that he greets you daily. And the reason you stop crying when it seems you will never stop. His messages are numerous and obvious. Seek not us to give you this information. Seek instead the messages themselves along with the messenger.
Messengers. You had trouble saying that, didn't you?
Yes. So I felt the energy. Did you feel? I felt the great grieving before I started, and then it just felt like it just lightened up once Mary came in, and she gave a message. from him, and that he is aware of her crying, and that there is a reason why you do stop crying when it seems like you will never stop. And he gives you many messages. So they don't want to give you a message here because they want you to be able to go directly to him and get that message because he's already with you, right?
Right.
And so you don't, they said don't seek us to give you the message because it's more profound when you can tap into it, because now you're going to feel it, sense it, experience it, not just hear us reading it to you. It'll be so much more for you. And I think this is going to allow him to prove to you that he is definitely there with you. But you already know that, but it's like an extra level of that proof, of the evidence, evidential in a way, that this love never ends, never dies. I hope that helped. That's lovely. Yeah, it is, Lisa. I hope that helps you.
One thing I will say, what I like about the way that you and your guides do this is it's, and I don't mean this in a bad way, it's kind of open-ended. Like, there's some mediums and stuff who it's like, I mean, pure example, my mum was told by a medium years ago that she was going to move into a house with a red door. So when it came to looking into the housing market when we were moving home, what was she looking for? A house with a red door. So it's like you're basically, because a medium apparently spoke to one of your relatives, and one of your relatives said you're going to move into a house with a red door. That's basically more likely going to happen now, because you're going to try and find a house with a red door to move into.
Very true, very true. I think what the guides do, and I know this is what they do. We've had many conversations about this. They really want to help people empower themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do anything but cheer us on. There are cheerleaders in the sidelines, and they won't live our life for us. They won't take over. They won't give us all the answers, especially these guides. They really want people to empower themselves, but they will help prepare you for the path, but not walk the path for you. Mm-hmm. And that's the way they've always come through. And I'm so appreciative of it, because I think people can walk away and start exploring this themselves, and then begin opening up these to the unseen dimensions in your own way, in your own time, in your own space, and realize that you have these abilities. Everybody has these abilities to reach into the other dimensions. Everybody has these abilities to connect with the afterlife and beyond. I mean, this is there's nothing special here with Rodney and myself. What's special is we've dedicated our time to doing this and making these connections. But other than that, we all can do this, and they really want people to know they can do that. You want to add to that, Rodney?
No. They sometimes will give a message when they think it. I think when they feel it is warranted. But there's some people that are saying, "Well, you're getting a ton of messages."
Yeah.
Already.
Why not just trust that?
Why not just trust it? Yeah.
Oh, they have given real specific things. Trust me, and they give me specific things, and some of the people that come to us. But I would say maybe that's because I already knew it, or I was right there on the cusp of it. But the last thing they want to do is for us to rely on them where we don't rely on ourselves. Okay. And then that we forget that we are actually these incredible, great beings of light ourselves. And from whence we came to which we go. That's where we all will return. And that's the message I hope everybody gets here tonight. We're asking to talk to some deceased people and losing people, that they're never really gone. You're never alone. You have legions of all these beings that love over you. And then also, you know, that there is no such thing as death. There's an illusion that we end in this reality, but we continue on.
I thought that was cool what they said, that cancer is just a name we give, or that exists, so we can justify our transition, or so
exit,
or so other people that are still here understand it. Oh, this cancer, he died. Do you know what I mean? They understand the transition.
Yeah.
Rather, you don't just poof disappear.
Right. I mean, we create all kinds of ways.
Obviously, I was talking about a relative that passed away a couple of months ago now. Earlier, I was talking about it. Something that was quite incredible. No, I mean he's my uncle-in-law. He's a man that passed away, and he died on a Sunday. We all went to visit him on the Saturday, and obviously he's not very well. He's struggling to hold on, basically, and you know, obviously he's in and out of consciousness, you could say, but it's almost as if he had 1 foot in the door, or 1 foot in the room of after death, and 1 foot in the door of physical life. I don't know how else to describe it as that. But what was incredible, obviously, because Helena is a spiritual medium, or whatever you want to refer to her as, people were trying to talk to him, and people were saying things to him, but he wasn't responding. But Helena was saying something to him, and he was responding. He was nodding to what she was saying. And I think that's because he can hear her in both rooms, if that makes sense.
It absolutely does make sense. Yeah. Yeah, he could hear on all levels of the spiritual and the physical.
It was crazy. It was crazy. And obviously, now I know he's around. Because I've caught Helena speaking to him. Although, she quite obviously says openly, oh yeah, he's around. She's just said something to me.
I love it.
Okay.
That's a good example. They are always around.
So I mean, yeah, that is one way of looking at the difference between living on this plane and the next. That's what I think that's comfort. I think I find that quite comforting as well. And he kept, for some reason, although it might have been the morphine, he kept seeing a monkey running around.
Oh, right. Wow.
Okay.
That's great.
Oh, no, I don't think I can say that. His last words to me, and when I say last words, I mean it wasn't the last words he said in front of me, but they were the last words directed to me. He phoned via video messenger when he was at the hospital with his wife. He phoned Helena. Well, his wife phoned Helena, and he's like on the bed in the background, and I'm in the background, behind Helena on the other end of the phone, and he says out loud, "Who's that man?" And his wife says, that's Helena's other half. That's Alex. And he goes, "Oh yeah, fat Alex."
Oh my God.
And that's one of the best memories I have of him.
Oh, it's great humor, and you know what? You appreciate that because you like sarcasm yourself. So hey.
It wasn't sarcasm; it was a statement. Okay, so we're gonna get round to our last question now, guys.
Okay.
I want to thank you all for being patient, and thank you all for your comments. And I mean, a lot of people have asked questions and said things and stuff, and I wish we had time to answer all your questions. I really do. Before we answer this last question, what's going to be happening for the future in regards to the possibility of us doing Ouija board shows?
Well, there's some things changing in Rodney's life, and he's not as available, and he's not as close in distance anymore. So we're not going to be probably doing too many of these unless he's able to come around. So we have another one scheduled for Halloween. We're doing a show with another group, and it's our 4th time on that show. I will always be here talking about the Ouija board and sharing and teaching and stuff, but I don't have a partner as good as Rodney. So I want to, if I can find someone to work with that's just as good as Rodney, I will. If not, what will probably happen here, as I was telling Alex earlier, is I will probably start doing this directly. As you guys asked earlier, why don't I just do this without a board? Well, I can. I need to be able to feel like I've fine-tuned it a little better, and I'm working on that. And it's been something I've been working on for several years now, and I do voice channeling. So you might see me doing something like this with Alex in the future, where you go directly to me and I become the walking Ouija board, basically.
Okay.
I actually hope that for her. It's a dream she's had ever since I've known her.
Yeah, well, it's something I came into the world knowing, and I've spent many years as a child seeing things and communicating with them that other people couldn't see, and having these connections. So it's a matter of working with it a little bit more. and just doing it, going forth. And I know that's what the guides would like to do too, as long as I accept that. If I accept that mission, it's up to me. They tell me it's up to me. So there you go.
And I mean, if you know me and you know the show, then you will know that the American Ghost Hunter show is going to be taking a winter break from the 20th of October, which will be our last show, till basically the end of winter in February, because my wife is expecting our first child, and also 2 other members of our team are also expecting their first child. I am not the dad of all 3. I can't be because the other 2 are in America, and I'm married and I don't cheat on my wife. So basically, the American Ghost Hunter show will be taking a break from the 20th of October, but during that break we will be doing the odd show, and one of the things I do plan to do is to have Karen back on the show, and we will sort something out, guys. So do not worry about that. But like Karen said, she's on other shows if you want a reading. So do look her up on Facebook. Just Google her. I mean, her website is KarenADahlman.com, but just Google her. It's a lot easier because there's lots of things. She's all over the web. You know, she's all over the internet in a good way. So
Right.
Let's get to our next question.
Okay.
This was from Melissa Kaiser. Again, I apologise if I've pronounced that wrong. Her husband's father died suddenly, and my husband was worried about him in the afterlife. Basically, she wants to know if there's any messages from him, and if he is okay.
Hi.
And
Well, my heart goes out to you as well.
And that is for
right,
Melissa Kaiser.
Okay, great. This is for Lissa. Here we go, Lissa. This is for you.
I'm still here. I'm just going to stand up because my legs hurt.
Okay. No worries. We'll just do our work over here while you do what you do.
I'm still here.
R E M E M B E R T H A T I T I S O N L Y S U D D E N F O R T H O S E T H A T A R E L E F T B E H I N D M U C H L I K E T H O S E T H A T D I E, thank you, T R A J E C L Y F E E L N O P A I N O N L Y T H O S E T A, sorry, go back, I'm sorry. After the E, I don't know what was next. After the E, thank you. L E F T B E H I N D Okay, Mary Angel's coming in again. Y O U M U S T K N O W T H A T W H A T W A S S U D D E N F O R Y O U T, sorry, W, thank you. A S A N I N S T A N T F O R M E A N D J U S T A S S U P R I S I N G U N T I L I R E A L I Z E D W H E R E I W A S A N D R E M E N B E R E D F R O N W H E R E I C A M E B E C A U S E I K N E W T H A T I T W A S M Y. Turn the page, hold on a second. Thank you. T I M E A N D I C H O S E I T P L E A S E L E A R N F R O M M Y P A S S I N G T H A T T H E L I F E Y O U C H O S E I S P R E C I O U S A N D T H E P E O P L E T H A T Y O U H A V E I N V I T E T D I N T O Y O U R A R E T H E R E T O B E N E F I T Y O U G O O D A N G B A D B. Sorry, go back. A, thank you. A L I K E. Okay, did you feel the energy shift after Mary Angel
You
came in?
so do that better than me.
Yeah, I really felt it. I think he came through. I'm getting that he was here, and I get some of the words too. But I felt the energy change a little bit. Okay, so this is for Lisa Kaiser. Remember that it is only sudden for those that are left behind, much like those that die tragically, feel no pain. Only those left behind. And then Mary Angel came in. You must know that what was sudden for you was an instant for me. Here is first person. And just as surprising until I realized where I was and remembered from where I came, because I knew that it was my time and I chose it. Please learn from my passing that the life you chose is precious, and the people that you have invited into your I think it's supposed to be life, are there to benefit you, good and bad alike. Let me just make sure. Into your, was that life? Right there. My finger's pointing. O F C O U. Of course. I said of course. Okay. So benefit your life. Did you get that, Lisa? Are she still there?
It was Melissa Kaiser.
Melissa.
Well, I mean,
Lisa
Lisa.
Oh, I'm sorry. I put down Lisa Kaiser. It's not Lisa.
Well, I think Lisa is short for Melissa.
Oh, I'm sorry. I heard Lisa. Okay, Melissa.
That's okay.
Sorry.
That was my fault.
Okay, Melissa.
So Melissa, if you're still watching, if you could just give us some feedback on that, that'd be ace. Did I just say ace? I said
Aaron's
ace.
hair.
Oh, that's sweet of you. Thank you, Helena. Thank you. That's a very nice comment.
Yes,
you know what
I
got from this? Okay, so this has been really tough for you, and I think Melissa, you're going through something, not just a death, but I think sometimes life gets so hard we just want to kind of check out ourselves. I'm not saying suicide. I'm just saying we want to get through it because it's life is messy. That's what it's supposed to be. But he's reminding you how precious this life is, and all these people and things that are in your life that are good and bad alike are just really part of your journey. And it's always the journey of evolution and growth. Just remember that, and know that time is the answer. Get further down in time, it could be tomorrow, it could be the next 2 weeks, it could be a year. Your life will be so different once again. You know what I mean? So just really, everybody really know that to be here in the body, as hard as it is sometimes, it's precious.
Well, what did they say? The bond and the thrill.
Yeah, that was
of
earlier.
Humanity.
Yeah, bond. Yeah, I love this. The things that come up, the way they label things.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're definitely much more intelligent than we.
So there's certainly a certain amount of bondage, right?
Yeah.
But there certainly is a certain amount of thrill.
And joy.
Being human. Yeah.
And it's good and bad. Every day it's like this, you guys. We all got that. But I want everybody to remember how precious life really is. And you chose it. That's what they're saying. You choose everything. You chose the people that you've invited into your life and are there to benefit you. I know we can't always see it. I can't always see it, trust me. But it's good and bad alike. So that's the big message that this gentleman that passed away wants you to know.
As always, guys, a massive thank you for doing what you did tonight. It's the third time I've done this. And I was just thinking about, since the first time you were on our show, you've been on the show more times than Daryl. So officially today, because obviously Daryl, with filming Ghost Hunters, obviously can't really do the show anymore. He was a guest on the show about 2 weeks ago, and he would not stop taking over. And I kept telling him, Daryl, if they think for 1 second that you're the host, they're gonna get angry at you. But I think I don't think he just got back into the rhythm of it. But guys, as always, it's been an incredible pleasure, and I am very, very thankful for what you guys have done today. And I'm sure I think it was 6 people we were able to give readings for. Obviously, I know they're thankful. They have confirmed that. And again, Melissa is just saying there, it was perfect. She got her husband, I believe, to listen to the answer, and she says thank you.
You're very welcome. Every single one of you are very welcome. And I want to thank you for trusting us to bring these messages through for you. And the guides always want to say thank you. So before we go, the guides have the final say they want to give the final message. Can we do that, Alex?
Of course you can.
And then we say goodbye to them. So let me bring this in. Usually it's a summary, or I don't know. It's always something. It's always something fun. Right. So here we go, you guys. We're all saying thank you to you so much for the messages, and this is the final statement you'd like to say. And please begin when you're ready. Thank you. SHINEON. What? Sorry. SUNLOVEYS. Sun, moon. I used to call them sun and moon, okay? So then it's truly not just 2 beings. It's like this collective group of conscious beings that are of light. And when they first came in years ago in 1994, one entered here and another one entered here, but it was really a group that came together. So I called them the sun and moon. And so they just kind of signed off with that. So this is what they said. Shine on the heart and soul. Love always, sun and moon. It's like they left this little message, a little letter. They've never done it before, like sign, love always. How cute. Shine on the heart and soul, love always, sun and moon. That's for all of us here, you guys. Everybody here has, again, precious life. Everybody here has a connection back to source. Everybody is source incarnate and an experience, and really, cherish that, love it, feel it, enjoy your journey. Although it's tough at times, still try to find the joy in it. That's what these guys would like you to know. And they're so cute to sign it sun and moon. anything you want to say?
No, I'm good.
You're
guys.
good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Rodney feels if he gets emotional because that's his way of being sensitive, you guys. He will get tearful, and that's because he feels the emotion, and it helps him channel. This is why Rodney's really good at this tool. I am too. I feel my feelings all the time, and by the way, you guys, your feelings really are your gateway into doing this work. So honor and cherish the fact that you can feel. But I don't want to cry all the time either. It gets hard sometimes, and people that have lost people, we're all going to cry and grieve. But also know too, you will also laugh and you will also rejoice again. So just remember that as well. And this is the way, by honoring your feelings, your feelings, that you get to start doing this type of work on any level. So that's my friendly psychic medium statement of the evening.
Well, I'm just going to echo what I said earlier. Massive thank you to you and your guides, Rodney, for doing what you did tonight. Here,
we're just going to do one more thing. Put your hand out. We're just going to say goodbye. Okay. Goodbye, you guys. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. That's it. That's it. I lifted, they're gone. They're always here, but they're not with me on the board anymore. You don't have to go down here. Your planchette doesn't always do that. No, this is where they stop. They've always done it this way. They're gone. Right. or closed, I should say. They're always here. They never leave. Your guides never leave you. I just use that terminology to say
Imagine
we're
if you
done
did
with
have to
session.
destroy the board at the end of every time you use it. You'd be going through them like tea bags or something. Jesus, that's a very expensive way to do it. So yeah, thank you so much, guys.
You're
so
welcome.
just a
Thank
reminder,
you.
guys, if you want to look up Karen, just give her a Google. You know, she has books on Amazon. She has a website. She has a YouTube. You're doing Sage Paracon in the UK. You're doing the Salem Paracon.
Yep, we're doing the Ouijazilla in Salem, which is the world's largest Ouija board. It's making history on October 12th.
Was that October 12th? Okay. So yeah, very very busy lady.
Yeah.
Are you just have interest? Are you working on any other books at all at the moment, or?
Yeah, I'm working on the book with the UK's best-selling author Teresa Chung, which I'm thrilled that she wants me to write with her. It's called the Case for the Afterlife. That'll be out in the fall of 2020. We're writing it right now. We're almost done with it, and it goes to the publishing house. And I'm also working on a book that I'm doing, which is about consciousness and Ouija. That's kind of taking a backseat to this book I'm working on with Teresa right now, but that one I'm certain will be out next year as well. So I'm doing a lot of writing in addition, and I'm really trying again to not say go use the Ouija board. It's really about empowering yourself in whatever way you want to do that. This just happens to be the way I do it, and bring people messages like we did tonight, so they can begin to heal, lessen the grief, and move on in their life and feel empowered again.
How long are you in the UK for?
That's funny. Rodney just asked me. I'll be there. I think just for about 5 or 6 days. I get there about a day before the show starts.
Yeah.
And the show this year is actually 4 days. So I'll be there like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I leave on Sunday and then Monday. So I'll be there that whole time, and I'd love to meet you guys in person. Come on up. I'll have a booth, they call them. I'll have books. It'll be fun.
Me and Helena would love to.
I wish you could. I know. You have a baby. You're having a baby right when this event is.
There's a possibility she might be giving birth.
That's just an excuse.
It's an excuse.
It's not. If she gives birth, if she gives birth instead of mid-November, the end of October, we might be able to work something out. So we'll see what happens. So there, we'll see what happens. I get a feeling it's going to be a Halloween baby. So.
Oh, I so hope you two get a Halloween baby. You guys deserve it more than anybody I know. That'd be so cool.
Just choked on my own.
And I just want to say congratulations to you again too about your baby.
Thank you. Sorry,
I'm
just choking on my own saliva there. So yeah, guys, that's the end of our show. Thank you for the congratulations and stuff that you gave us, and thank you, Karen, just then. Next week on the show, we will be speaking with Brian Murray from Ghost Hunters. He'll be on the show, and then the week after that, all the hosts of the American Ghost Hunter show minus Daryl, we're all going to be on there. It's going to be like the Brady Bunch.
Cool.
So we'll all be there for you guys. We're just going to chat and talk over each other and just generally be rude to each other. And then, like I said, then there's 3 shows in October. And then on 20th of October, that is our last show before I went to break, where we will have Brandon from Ghost Hunters on the show. So slowly getting through the whole team. Yeah, I mean, when we do return, this Monday will actually be our regular show time. So yeah, and that's basically everything I can think of. So guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for taking part. Thank you for asking questions. And yeah, and you know, luckily there wasn't too many rude people tonight, but I dealt with them and put them in their place. So screw them. So yeah, guys, thank you so much, and hopefully I will see some of you next week. If not, then why not? Where are you? Watch this show. What are you doing? Come on. And yeah, don't forget to become a supporter of Paranormal Warehouse also, and to look up Karen Dahlman. Just Google her or search her on Facebook. That's the best thing I can say. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching and take care.